Judy. It's been a long time, hasn't it? We haven't talked for ages. So I thought, why not just ring up today and let's begin a new conversation. I retired, sort of, but you know me, I get bored easily. So I've been thinking, how can we continue our work together? How can we continue to influence the development of education? How can we help our students and help our communities and help ourselves deal with change? It's here. It's here. You know, the thing about change is it happens whether we're ready or not. But as teachers, we have a big responsibility in times like this, in times when there are major, earth-shaking paradigm shifts in the quality of life, the theme of life, and in how we live our lives. As teachers, we are responsible for helping our students understand the past, for helping them know what is important, what values we have as a family, as a community, as a country, and how to carry those forward so that they are there for our children. But we also have a responsibility to move the culture forward. We are the ones that have the responsibility for moving our students into the world of change, into the new world, into the future. And you say, but Dr. Judy, how can we do that? I don't know what the future's going to hold. I can't see into the future. No, we can't. That's what makes it so scary. That's what makes it so difficult. But that's what also makes it so challenging. We can't see it. But we know what is important to take with us. We know as teachers that if we continue each day to teach our students only what is today, only what is there in the textbook, that will change in 5 months, 6 months, maybe a year or more. We can't do that, can we? We can't do that anymore. We have to move beyond what is and begin to teach what is possible. Yes, what is possible. That's a very big order, isn't it? How do we do that? I think that there is a way that we can work together to create a vision for what we think education should be for our students for the future. We do that by looking very carefully at what I call the intersections of learning, those places where things come together, where past and present meet, where present links with future. You realize that when your students leave your classroom at the end of the day, or the end of a teaching period, that all they have to take with them to prepare for the future is what they've learned from you that day and yesterday and the day before. What are they taking? Are they taking the same old ideas, the same old way of teaching, the same old way of learning that you had when you were their age? Or are they preparing for a new way of learning? Do they know how to collaborate? Do they know how to work together? Can you move those desks apart and make them into little groups in your room? Can your students, do they have computers in their rooms? Do they have books in their room? Do they have a teacher in their room? Essentials, aren't they? Essentials. But we know that around the world, they are not available for all children. It's a big job. It's a big, big, big job. But I believe in us. I believe in what we have the power to do. I believe in tossing those little pebbles across the river and watching the ripples spread and grow until they reach the other side of the shore. Let me tell you something. Many of you know that about 5 years ago, I began to mentor a group of teenage boys in a village up in the Punjab. These were young men who were very bright, who had been part of a U.S. Embassy program. And when they finished, they wanted to use what they had learned in that program, but they weren't quite sure how to do it. So somehow they found us at One Sky. And they sent me an email and they said, Dr. Chibiti, please help us. We want to learn more. And so we did. We took them under our wing. I had many conversations with these boys over the last 5 years. I've watched them grow. I've watched them become really, really good teachers. I've watched them look at their community and say, this is something that is a problem, and this is something we can do. They looked around and they saw all the children not going to school, the out-of-school children, those children who work in our homes, who lay the bricks on the street, who sweep the sidewalk, who run and get our tea when we go in to sit in a shop. Those children cannot go to school. So he said, it's not fair. It's just not fair that they're not able to go to school. We have to do something. And so on Sunday mornings, they talked with the fathers, they talked with the uncles and the grandfathers, and they got permission for Sunday morning enrichment. And the children came. The first Sunday we had 50 children, and we even had girls. It's been 5 years now. The boys have touched the lives of almost 500 out-of-school children in the area, and their parents, and the community. And I had a message the other day saying, Dr. Judy, we took 2 of our young girls and enrolled them in 3rd grade yesterday. We were so proud. We were so proud to stand with them, with the principal, and say, they are ready for school. They are ready for school. This is not the first 2 children that have gone to school from this group, but it's the last 2 that I know of. It won't be the end. There will be more who go. These boys have learned how to become really fine teachers, fine young men. They are now at university. They are teaching, they are learning, they are doing. They are a model for our other young people to follow. We have to find a way to get together. So I'm thinking what we can do. I'll be back very soon, because I'm thinking of a summer camp for teachers. Other people get to go to summer camp. Why can't we? Why can't we be together and work together and create together? And create a vision of what education can be for the future, what it should be. There are similarities in our classrooms all over the world. I feel connected whenever I am visiting a classroom, no matter where it is. But I also see differences. And those are the things that we want to preserve. We want to connect ourselves. We want to share what we know. We want to become closer colleagues. But we don't want to give up who we are. So let's think about a summer camp. Let's think about how we can learn, how we can share what we know, and how we can create a new vision for a new world of education. Because change is coming. In fact, it's already here. We can't wait much longer because our children are walking out those doors. They're leaving our classrooms. Are they able to collaborate? Are they able to communicate? Are they able to make mistakes and stop and start and try again? Are they able to see alternatives? Are they upset by ambiguities and refuse to move forward? Or can they say, oh my gosh, that isn't what I thought it was going to be, but I'll try anyway. I think I can do it. They have to have these skills. They have to have the confidence to try. They have to have the confidence to fail and try again. And we have to encourage them, and we have to guide them, and we have to share. For many of us, it means that we need to go back and become students again. We're always a student. That's the wonderful thing about teaching, isn't it? We're always a student as well as a teacher. But we have to prepare others to be that way too. All right, I'm going to let you go. I've talked too long, but I've been thinking about everyone. I've been thinking about what we must do and how we can do it. So let's think about how we can come together, maybe even this summer, our first group. We can start with a small group, maybe 15, 20, and let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. I am sure that we will have a vision. I know, because I know you. Bye-bye.